Hey there, folks. Well, it's Therapy Thursday, so I just got off the phone with my therapist. And near the end of the session, we hit a snag that is still stuck in my mind because I told them about, not being treated great by my family, my siblings. And so he asked me the question, and yet toward the end of it, I was talking about how my high-performing, high-strung sister Catherine used to worry me. I used to worry that she was gonna snap. Essentially, she was sort of goaded into a high level of success by an incredibly intense fear of failure, and she would come home from college for a weekend and have these emotional breakdowns where she was absolutely freaking out and sure that whatever the next test or whatever it was going to be, she was going to fail and her whole life would be ruined. And so I'd worry about her. So having, spent the first part of it talking about my siblings not exactly treating me great, he asked me, "Oh, but you still love them and care about them, even though they treated you poorly. Where do you think that comes from?" I didn't really have an answer for him. And so that's why I'm talking about it to you nice folks here, because I'm going to try and figure it out. To me, loving my siblings is not contingent upon their behavior. I mean, I guess if they'd done really atrocious things to me, it might be different. But, I mean, yes, they did not treat me well, and I was not a happy child, and I was not exactly welcome in my family. So, I mean, giving a child the impression that they shouldn't have been born is pretty bad. But not bad enough that I would ever stop loving them. I can't imagine not loving my siblings. I would hope they can't imagine not loving me. I don't have any, I can't imagine that, like, even if I was incredibly angry with them, which, arguably I should be, that would not mean I don't love them anymore. I will always love them. They are my family. They are part of me, and I am part of them. The reason I felt the need to try and talk this out with you nice people is that it's such a fundamental part of me that to have it questioned really sort of set me back on my heels. I'm like, obviously, they're my siblings, and I love them, and I care about them, and I want them to be happy and to be well. Obviously. Same with my parents, and my parents were not great either. They were as much part of the, as Dr. or as Patrick Sheehan would say, they were part of the toxic family system. As much as my siblings were. The one that made me feel like I shouldn't be here and I shouldn't have been born, and my very presence was unwelcome and irritating. But they're my family. I can't imagine them not being these fixed entities in my mind. And I'm kind of glad he reminded me of that, in a way. He reminded me that I do love people, and, there are people in this world that I love and that love me back. And that helps me to feel like I'm not quite as isolated, even if they're the ones who made me feel isolated in the first place. So, yeah, I don't really have an answer exactly. I can't say, why it is. Well, no, penny just dropped. Part of it is because, as a child, I had no conception that I was being mistreated. I didn't think that way. It didn't occur to me that I should have been treated better. So that's at least part of why, that doesn't explain why I still love them now, I suppose. But that's the closest thing to an explanation I've got, because it's just like, because they're my family. Because we're part of the same thing. I guess that's all from me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.